Hey lovely people, it's Shalene here. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying inside, staying safe and staying sanitized. So today I just wanted to come with a quick neutral makeup tutorial. And yes, I know that everybody's staying inside, but you could be inside and looking cute, you know. I'll be starting off with Morphe Boss Mood Palette. I've already done my eyebrows, as you can see, and I've already moisturized my skin, and I've already prepped my eyelids with primer. So I'm going to begin with eyeshadow. For this look, I'll be using 3 matte shadows. Actually, it might be 4. So I'll be using this one, and this one here to start off the look. Now guys, bear with me. Usually I'm accustomed to having people help me with filming. This is something new I'm trying because I want to be able to have my setup and do stuff on my own. So this is something a little new for me, but I mean, here's to learning new things while in quarantine. I'm going to start off with this shade first. This, I don't know how to describe it, but this light brown sort of beigey type of shade. I'm going to start off with this first. And I'm just going to sweep that all over the upper part of the lid. I'm not putting it on this portion, but I'm putting it in this direction here, and I'm blending. And please pay no attention to my eyebrows. I really need a wax. Well, you all know we are locked down, so that's not going to happen. So I tried my best to make it look as presentable as I possibly could. And I'm going to go ahead. So you see where I just put that wash of color there on the lid. I'm going to repeat the same step on my next eye. Even though this is a neutral look, it's not intended to look as if you're not wearing makeup. I don't want you all to confuse this with a no makeup look. This is not that tutorial. So after I apply that shade, I go in with a deeper shade, which would be this one, and I apply that to this, to like the outer crease, this area right here, just to add a little bit of contour and a little bit more depth. See, right there. And then I take the same brush I was using before to blend it out. And blend it a little bit more into the crease. So that's the second shade. And remember, I said that this tutorial is going to consist of 3 shades. So the third shade, because I made a mistake by saying that all 3 shades was coming from the Boss Mood palette, but it's not. It's only the 2 shades that I just used. The third shade is coming from my Ambrosia Cosmetics palette, and it's a matte shade as well. And I'll be using this sort of taupey looking color. Actually, it looks kind of beige on camera, but yeah, I'm using this color on my inner lid here. And I don't particularly use a brush for this. Sometimes I just go in with my finger. So when I'm finished doing that, I go back in with my blending brush, and I just make sure that everything is blended and looks a little bit like if it's flowing into each other. This is something that I would usually do for work, or if I have somewhere to go and I need to do something quick, because once you know the 3 shadows that you're working with and the placement, it could be done in less than 5 minutes, and I've done it before and I felt so very proud of myself. After that, I usually like to proceed to do the rest of my face, and then I may come back with a bit of mascara, or sometimes I might use liquid eyeliner. What I'm going to do now is apply foundation to my face. It's such need of love and attention. So what have you guys been watching? I feel like I've watched everything on Netflix. I'm looking for some new series to look at. If you all have any suggestions, let me know. Let me just let you know the types of movies that I like, so the recommendations could be informed by that. Superhero movies, action, thriller, comedy. I mean, it could be a romantic comedy, but I'm not really that much into the romantic comedies these days. I like suspense films and like funny things to make me laugh. So if y'all have any recommendation, let me know. I've recently started looking at Money Heist, which I love. But I know that I'm going to finish that, and then I'm going to be just like bored and wondering what to watch. So if you all have any recommendation, let me know. Also, the primer that I'm using is from a brand called Superstay, and it's called Unseen Sunscreen. So it's like a primer with sunscreen built in, and it doesn't really leave you like greasy, and it has the whole like blurring effect I find for like your pores. So primer is done. I've already applied, like I said earlier, my moisturizer and eye cream as well. So on to foundation. I have several foundation that I like, but today, since this is supposed to be somewhat quick makeup tutorial, I decided to use something that has like a concealer in it, like a 2-in-1 foundation. So today I'll be using the Clinique Beyond Perfecting 2-in-1 foundation. It's supposed to be like a foundation and concealer in one. And let me tell you, the first time I tried it, I did not like it. I found that it transferred too quickly for me, and it's not a cheap foundation because it's Clinique. I felt that I looked oily in some areas, but my skin just naturally oily. I didn't like the overall look, but after some time in like using it and using it with like proper products underneath, that's like one of the most important things. Like the type of products you use before applying your foundation really helps and really determines how long the foundation will last and like how long it might stay looking a little bit fresh. Although a lot of foundations have like a time period where like past a certain point it's just not going to look fresh, but I do believe that skin prep really does help the foundation to last and to look a lot better. This is the foundation, and I'll be using that today, and the name of the shade is Golden. So it's the Clinique Beyond Perfecting 2-in-1 foundation and concealer, and it comes with like a doe foot applicator, which I think is pretty cool because a lot of foundations either just come like without a pump or with a pump, and that's it. So you can apply the foundation straight from the bottle with this applicator. I don't like to go in with a lot of foundation first. I like to apply a little bit and like then build. And as you all can see, I have some post acne marks from previous breakouts, you know, just being a woman. This actually covers that very nicely. I'm gonna go in with my blending brush. This brush is very old. I've had it for like 5 years now, and it's the Real Techniques foundation brush. That's the foundation. I actually like the shade. It does have a nice yellow tone to it. I guess that's why they call it golden. Living my life like it's golden, living my life like it's golden. Anybody who knows me I have a tendency to break into song for no reason at all. I'm going to apply a little bit more of the foundation just to conceal any little marks that I may be seeing. But as you can see, the little bit that I applied gave me a lot of coverage. Okay, so I think I blended the foundation as much as I could, and for me sometimes it's okay if people could actually see the little marks underneath, because I'm not always trying to cover everything. Not everybody has perfect skin, and even the models on Instagram. So I'm finished with foundation. I can't find the concealer, the particular shade that I'm looking for right now. Nor do I want to try to find it. So I'll just be using another foundation that's in a lighter shade to highlight. It's the Maybelline Superstay, and it's in the shade Warm Sun. So I'll just be using 2 pumps of that. I'm gonna apply that under the eye. I'm using a little concealer brush just to apply it. Pick that up just now. So I let it sit for about 10 seconds, and then I go in and blend it out with my finger. Alright, so now I'm going to do a bit of contouring now that I've done the highlight, foundation, eyeshadow. I didn't mention what I'm using for my contour stick. I'm using the black Opal True Color foundation in the shade Ebony Brown. Now I'm going to blend out the contour with another Real Techniques brush. Blending out the contour. I think that's blended enough. So now that I've applied contour, I'm going to go in with another setting powder from Sacha, which this one is supposed to be colorless. So I've finished setting the foundation and highlights and contour, and I want to go in now with a bronzing shade just to bring back the depth to my face. I will be using 2 powders. Life in the hood, life in the hood. Timmy!
Somebody come and look at this. Look at this.
Alright, so I finished setting my face, and now I'm going in with a bronze shade to my face, and I'll be using the Sacha Pro Powder foundation in the shade Cocoa Beige, and I'll also be using a little bit of honey. And now I'm taking a bit of the Cocoa Beige and now I'm going to go in with a deeper color than the Cocoa Beige just to bring back a little bit of the contouring that I would have done earlier with the black Opal foundation stick. I'm using another product that I have from Sacha. It's one of the brow sets with like 2 powders and a wax. I use one of the deeper shades in it. You always have to use things that state the word to achieve what you're looking for. Sometimes you could use an eyeshadow for contour, or a blush, or even powder. Always remember to blend. Now we're going to apply some blusher, and I'll be using a blush in the shade Orange Crush from a local brand called Arista, which is also under Sacha Cosmetics. I actually just love to see like orange tones on my the next step, mascara. And today I'll be using two. This one from Maybelline has forever been a favorite of mine. I love this one. I'll also be using the Maybelline Snapscara. I'm gonna start off with the Snapscara first. Now this may seem like a lot of steps, but it's actually not. Once you know the steps and you have like your stuff set up, this is literally going to take you no more than like 10 to 15 minutes. Now we're gonna go on to lips because they need some attention, they need some love.
Yes, queen! Yes, queen!
So I'm going to apply some lip balm. And for this look, I'm going to be using a lip liner and gloss. LA Girl lip liners in the shade Expresso. So I'm lining the outer part of my lip with this brown lip pencil. Then I'm going to go in with my lip gloss, which is from Caramia. I like that it has like a little bit of like shimmer in it and this sort of like pale pink color. If you can see. Now for the final touches, I'm going to add a bit of shimmer highlight to like my cheekbone area, sides of the forehead or like my temples, and down the bridge of the nose. What I'll be using for that is actually an eyeshadow from the same brand that I mentioned called Caramia, and the eyeshadow is in the shade called Smoky Bronze. It's a shimmery eyeshadow, sort of a bronzy color, but let me show you what it actually looks like. See, yeah, it looks like that. Beautiful, very beautiful on the skin. It's very affordable and I like it. This is essentially the look. I'm just going to come off camera for a bit to apply some lashes because I just like applying lashes sometimes. Just something to mention before I go to apply the lash. The lashes that I'll be using are very natural looking and it's from the brand Andrea. I would have gotten this at Pennywise and it looks very natural. I've been buying this particular lash since back in 2017. Even like when I wear it to go out, people always mistake it for my lash. I got troubles in my heart. I'm gonna do sitting up in my phone. About you, I must confess, I'm the best for you. Sitting up in my phone. Alright guys, so this is the final look. Alvin, like I said, it's very neutral. It's polished. It doesn't look like you're trying to do a lot because you're not really trying to do a lot. It's not like a full glam look. These are the lashes. I like them, very natural looking. I want to get my angles. Alright, so I came into a room where the lighting is a bit better, so you can actually see the look. See the blusher, lips, lashes. This is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you did. And I hope you guys stay blessed, stay safe, stay inside, stay sanitized. We'll get through this together if we just follow what our PM says. And remember to check in on that friend or that loved one or that co-worker who you're not hearing from a lot, who seems a bit distant, because I know a lot of people in this time are dealing with a lot of anxiety and depression and just a lot of stress surrounding uncertainty, job loss, and so on. So really check in with each other and look out for each other. So it was nice, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys again. Bye. So I just realized that I forgot to apply setting spray. And I mean, when I come to think about it, I'm not really leaving the house, so it's not necessary. But if I had to go to work on any given day, I would use the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray. So I just wanted to mention that. And I'm gonna give my face a little spritz.